Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've decided that today was the day to review the latest fall collection from Dior. These are limited edition eyeshadows and I picked up the 4 of them. So they are the Diorshow 5 colors and I've got the 2 lipsticks as well. So let's get right into it. The 4 palettes have 5 colors in them, so it's the Diorshow 5 colors. All eyeshadow palettes have that really satin finish. Some shades have a little bit more sparkles into them. Otherwise, there are no mattes. They're all satin finish. They are absolutely gorgeous, and that's that very long-lasting formula that we love so much from Dior. So the first one is L'Étoile 173, and it's a palette made out of blue shades. So this is your sparkly shade. You have your blue jean here, your navy blue, that's your darkest shade, a pink and a beigey gold-ish color, sand. They all have that really nice satin and pearly finish. I'm absolutely loving the Dior collection right now. The second one is Saint Honoré number 663. So this is your warm tone girlies palette. So you've got shades at the top. So this one is more of a gold beige. This one has more of a pink undertone to it, a proper gold, pink and brown. It has a bit of a copper twist to it. Absolutely stunning. And I love those palettes because they are timeless. Timeless shade that fits for everyone. Basically, you can go for any eyeshadow palette, it doesn't matter. And those shades will always be trendy. This is your full glam, more nighttime palette. So you've got a shimmery black or a very dark gray, a silver, a light silver, gold, and a pink. I love how they mix those colors together. And the last one, I mean, look at this burgundy. How stunning. And you have the other shade that are more pink. This one has a really nice reflection to it. It's very metallic-y, a nice pink, your white pearly shade, and another pink in the middle. This on green eyes will be beautiful. So I think, I don't know which one, so I didn't do my makeup because I want to choose one palette today and do a full makeup with you guys. You know what? I think I'm going to go for this palette because they are not shades that I use very often. So we'll create a look with this palette, and it's number 983 Champs Elysees. And I realized I forgot to mention the name of this one is 30 Montaigne, number 083. That's the night. It's more of a glam nighttime look, but you can make that work during the day if you're going to mix the lighter shades. So before I start my makeup, let's just swatch each of the palettes so you can actually see the shades of each palette. So let's start with this one, the blue one, L'Étoile. So this blue here, oh, it's gorgeous. It's got a metallic finish with a lot of sparkles. It's very, very light. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pigmented. It's beautiful. Look at this. Oh, gorgeous. So it's really, really metallic-y. I love this. The pink shade. It's very just a pearly shade. Again, super metallic-y. It's got some nice little sparkles into it. It's just it's basically like my skin color with a really nice sparkle in it. So nothing too crazy. Then let's go for the navy blue. It looks almost like black. It's just a really nice deep blue. It's not black, it's like completely navy blue. It's that midnight blue. If you come closer, you have that blue reflection into it. And the last one, the fourth one, sorry. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful blue shade. Look at this. It's got that really nice sparkle reflection into it. It's not quite, you see it more on my finger, I guess, because I picked up more. How beautiful is this? And the middle shade that is more of a pink, completely satin finish. It's just that nice shade. So these are your 5 shades. So you can create some very, very beautiful look with this. You can do some daytime, nighttime. This is really, really nice. So that's the palette name L'Étoile. The second palette that I have to swatch is this one. So Saint Honoré 663. So let's get to it. Let's start with this top shade here. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at this. It's that really nice. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then the shade right next to it, this one, I think, oh yeah, definitely. Still very nice though, but it's more of a sparkle shade. Then the third shade here. Oh, it's a nice copper gold. How beautiful. So you've got very metallic, more shimmer. This is a proper satin finish. The fourth shade is more, a little bit more coral, pink coral, I would dare to say. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Oh, this is stunning. That's such a beautiful palette. And I think even on neutral, or so neutral and warm skin tone, it's going to be really nice. Not too sure, sadly, if you have a cool skin tone, definitely not the best palette for you. And the last shade is the Dior in the middle. It's your gold accent shade. So this is the second palette. It's called Saint Honoré. Like, obviously you can make these a little bit more bold as color if you saturate them. But I love how you have different finishes. So you've got more your satin color. This is more of a sparkle, and this is very metallic-y. It's beautiful. The third palette is the tones of gray, shades of gray, and it's a palette named 30 Montaigne. I love this for some reason. This is like the perfect palette for evening looks, that kind of a little bit more glamorous look, even though you can make some very glamorous look with any of those palettes. Let's start with the light silver here. Oh, it's metallic-y, but I feel a lot of sparkles into it. I thought it was going to be a little bit more opaque. It's just really metallic-y, but sparkles metallic-y. It's really nice. It's a bit dry though. I feel like this shade is a bit dry, but still feels really nice on the skin. Then we have this kind of gold, but has a lot of reflection depending on from which angle you're seeing it. So again, that same kind of sparkle metallic-y finish. Does not feel as dry as the other one on the skin. So that's the second shade, that kind of gold with a lot of sparkle into it, and it does reflect a little bit pink under the light here in my studio. Then we have this third shade, the Proper Silver. This more of a satin finish. It's really, really nice. That is just beautiful. It's a really nice shade of silver. It's a little bit more dark, but it's not extremely dark. Then we have the darker shade in the palette. This one, Proper Charcoal shade. Beautiful. It's charcoal, but it's not completely black. You still have a lot of reflection, and you still have a lot of reflection and sparkle into it. Then the last shade, the one in the middle, is more your pink satin finish. It's very light. I can barely see it on my skin, to be honest. I think we need to add a little bit more so I can actually show you the pigment. It's very light. You barely see it. It's just to add that light and reflection to your makeup. So I think you see it more on this finger. It's just a really nice reflection. So these are the 5 shades. And the fourth palette, it's more of that burgundy pink tone, and it's shade Champs Elysees number 983. Beautiful palette. I think this is the one I want to be using for my makeup today. So let's swatch it anyway. So we're going to start with this pink here at the top. So it's all the same pattern. You have some metallic-y shade with a lot of sparkles into it. A very light pink, I have to admit. So if you have a very dark skin, it's not gonna show much on you. I will be using an eyeshadow base to be sure that we actually really see the pigment. Then we have that white pearly shade. Again, a lot of sparkles into it. Shades like that or eyeshadow like that, it's hard to pick up and swatch on the skin. So it's very light. Very, very light. It's just adding a nice luminosity. So you see it on my finger. Then we have the dark shade. Let's go with this one, a very metallic, reflective pink. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. Really nice shade. And then go with the burgundy one, so the darker shade in the palette. It's nice, it's really nice. I love this palette. And then the 5th shade, the Dior in the middle, is usually quite light. Kind of a baby pink satin finish. Yeah. That's really nice. That is a beautiful palette, guys. This on green eyes is going to be absolutely stunning. Right, let's do a full face of makeup, and we're going to use this palette. For my primer, nothing new here. I am using the Dior Forever Velvet Veil. It just blends so nicely on the skin. It gives that really nice velvet finish. It blurs the pores, mattify a little bit the skin. It's literally the perfect primer. I have not managed to find anything else that works just as nice as this. In all honesty here. So I've applied before my skincare, and my skin is feeling extra dry these days. So I have spritz, and you guys, you need to try this. This is from xoxo. It's a spray. It's hyaluron spray, so like the hyaluronic acid. So it's made to soothe, hydrate and refresh, and there is no perfume into it. So if you have a very sensitive skin, this is amazing, especially for summertime. If you're going in a place where it's quite warm, you're at the beach, you just spray this all over you, on your face and your body. It's really calming the skin and really hydrates. I'm loving this. And I have added my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream just before I'm doing my makeup because, as mentioned, my skin is just so dry right now. Yesterday, I felt like my skin just drank the foundation, and it was like really patchy. So hopefully it's not going to be like that for today. So for my foundation today, I'm going to use my Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear. This is Care and Glow, so it's got more of a more hydrating, a little bit more dewy finish. I need to give it a good try because I haven't used it in a while. So that's very good for hydration, and it gives you that healthy glow skincare foundation. So it's more of it's not a skin tint, it's a foundation, but it's got that dewy finish to it. So if you have a very dry skin, definitely go for this one. But it's still quite thick, it's not super liquid. So I'm gonna come with my beauty blender. It's damp, and I'm just gonna apply it all over my face. So it's pretty much the same shade as my skin, so I think it's a good match, to be honest. So it really just unifies the tint. So if you compare on this side with this side, it's just unifying the skin tint. Yeah, that's really nice. So I have not been using this foundation much. I don't know why. I picked it up during winter. And it kind of just sit on the shelf there, and I haven't really reached out for it, which is odd because it's really nice. It's got a decent coverage, I'd say medium coverage. It feels really hydrating on the skin without being overly dewy. It's giving that really healthy looking skin, which is really pleasant. And I don't know, like many of us, there's not many of us talking about it. And there is the other one, the matte one, in that same collection from Lancome, the Teint Idol Ultra Wear, and I have shade 235 Neutral. So in pretty much that same tone, but this one is matte. This is the equivalent of the YSL All Hours. Basically, it's the same thing, just from Lancome. Right, foundation is done, and it's a really good match. I love how it's a good coverage. I would say it's a medium coverage. Definitely buildable. So if you like to have more of I wouldn't say it's not going to give you that super full coverage, but buildable somehow. Or you could just go for a very thin layer and just have that skin-like effect. But I really like how it's matching my own skin. It's kind of my skin, but better, because you still see a little bit my freckles under, but it has unified nicely my skin. So from the same collection, I'm gonna go with the All Over Concealer from Lancome, and I'm wearing shade I am not sure because there are two numbers, so either 250 or 025. So it's a multitasking concealer, buildable coverage. So that means you could use it for concealer or just all over your face as a foundation. So I'm not gonna apply too much because I want to limit the creasing. So just in the corner of my eyes, and I'm gonna smudge it with my beauty blender. So it blends really nicely with the foundation. So it just adds some brightness under my eyes. And it's a little bit more creamier than the foundation, but it should blend really nicely with it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a really good match. And it just adds some brightness. And I like that the undertone is slightly peachy, so it really neutralizes. If you have any dark circles, it's a really good color because it will come and neutralize the purple shade in the dark circles that we have under the eyes. For my bronzer, I'm gonna use this stick from Lancome. It's a foundation stick, but I've picked up a shade much darker, so it's 450 Suede or number 13 Sienne. I don't know why there are two numbers, I guess different markets. So it's all in that same collection, the Teint Idole Ultra Wear. I really like the collection and I don't feel like people are talking about it so much. It's very creamy, so that's what's left in it. I have been using it quite a bit, and the other end is the brush. So I'm gonna apply it just a little bit on the forehead. Just like so to start, and I'm going to use the brush that goes with it, and it blends so nicely. It's very smooth, it's very creamy, and it's not moving the foundation under, which is a really nice and pleasant thing. It just warms up the skin nicely. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same for you guys. We have so many products that we sometimes forget what product we have, which one we like, which one works. So because I've moved my studio, as you can tell, I don't have the same background anymore. I kind of found some product that I used to have or used to use and love. So I'm making a conscious effort of using those products. So it just warms up the skin really nicely. I'm gonna add just a little bit more, a bit lower. Just like that. And I'm going to add some, just a little bit on the cheeks. Not necessarily as a contour, because it's not the right shade for a contour. So I'm gonna place it quite high on my cheeks, but I still want to define a little bit. So it just add a little bit of a nicer, darker shade. Just a little bit. So, you know, if it was my contour, I would place it a little, I guess a little bit lower. This is really nice. And it really just, it's like butter. It just melts on the skin. It's really, really nice. And it's so easy to work with. It's very easy to carry with you. I've put my sweater because I got really cold. Right, so I would usually do my blush now, but because I want to use the eyeshadow palette and there are shades that I've not used before, I will do my blush afterwards. All right, let's get started. I'm really excited for this palette. So I am thinking to use this one all over the mobile lid. So I've got my clean brush from Spectrum. So let's go. It's gonna pick up the product here. Oh, that is so nice. So I'm pressing it more onto my eyelid, and I have applied a base, my eyeshadow base from Urban Decay. And I am pressing it because I don't want the glitters to fall on my cheek too much. So, how gorgeous. How gorgeous is this shade? Same thing onto the other side. So if you hear funny noise, it's not me. It's my baby girl who's with me in the studio today. I am loving this shade, guys. It's like, it's very sheer. It's just giving the right amount of sparkles. So I will do a close-up shot for you so you can actually see. But it just sparkles. Literally, it just sparkles. So I think with the back of the brush on the other side, I'm going to pick up this super light shade. And I'm going to come and add some right here in the inner corner. Oh yeah. It's much lighter, but the pigment, the shade is different. It's more purple. Oh, it's gorgeous. See? They are very easy to apply, and I don't even have anything dropping on my cheeks under, so I think that's a really good sign. I'm loving the shade. It's just, it's kind of making, you know what, it makes your eye look more fresh and awake. It's a really, really nice shade. It's a really nice palette. Now I want to add this shade on the outer corner and a bit in the crease. I've got a crease brush. It's a precision crease, so it's quite small and dense. And oh yeah, it's a beautiful shade. So I don't want to add too much. I want to keep it quite light. See, instantly it just defines the crease. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Oh, so if I close my eyes, you just have that little bit of darker shade on the outer corner and on the crease. And I'm literally just blending and blending and blending what I have on the brush. So I want to keep it quite sheer. That's the thing with purple or burgundy. If you add too much, the risk is it's going to look like you've got two black eye, like you've been fighting, which is not pretty. And you have to be careful when you place color like purple or blue. If you go under your eyelashes at the bottom, it can make it look like you've got dark circles. So you really got to be careful where you place that sort of shade. But here on the crease, it is really, really nice. Just a difference in between the two. Now with my small precision brush, I'll take the shade here in the middle, the Dior one here, and I'm gonna come just under the eyebrows. So I wanna add some just a little bit of reflection. Oh, it's really nice. Just on the bone. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go with my finger and take the white one. And, oh yeah, that's it. That's what we want. Just like that. Yeah. So you got that nice reflection on your eyebrow bone. The eyes are finished. If I come closer, that is the eye look. I will do a full makeup close-up for you at the end, like a proper zoom in. Let's do the blush. I am crazy. We're gonna go with this shade. This is also from Dior and it's shade Icon Shimmer 720. Right, ready for the blush. I've got a very fluffy brush that's very small, brittle, very loose, because I don't want to pick up too much of this product, but it's a gorgeous shade, I promise you guys. So I'm really just going with the tip of the brush, and I want to place the blush towards the outer edge of the face. It just adds that really nice lifting effect because it's quite dark, and I am literally just placing it on the outer edge of the face. So if you compare with this side, I don't have any blush, and here you can see the lifting effect. I think that's the proof that, you know, you can make any shade really work for you. It's all in the application. You just gotta go with a very light hand, and you just gotta blend it. Obviously, I've powdered my face under because otherwise you're just gonna drag your foundation, and that's not what you want, and you don't want anything patchy as well. All right, the blush is done, and you can see it's very luminous, but it's not patchy, it's not too dark. I think it just blends really nicely with the eyeshadow. It's kind of that repeat of that burgundy shade. I think it's more of a definitely autumn winter makeup look, but it's fine because today in the UK it's grey, it's fresh. We could say it's almost like it's fall already. Now I've got the two new lipsticks that go with the fall collection. One of them is limited edition. I believe it's this one that is Rouge Dior, the Champs de Rose, number 326. It's a really nice nude shade, a bit of a pink undertone, and it's a satin finish. It's a proper satin finish. It's pink. It's a gorgeous nude shade. Some of us have lips that color, so this is really nice. I posted a reel on Instagram with this shade. It's stunning. The other one is much darker and is 720, so Icon Velvet. It's exactly the same shade as the blush, 720 Icon Shimmer. So guess which one I'm going to wear today? This one. So it's a velvet finish, so more on the matte side. I will have her overline my lips. I love that they are magnetic cap, and I mean, I've put it back in the, look how pretty this is. So you've got, if I can put, there we go, the tracking. It's all embossed on the lipstick. It's Place de l'Arc de Triomphe, Place de l'Étoile. How gorgeous is this? I mean, come on, people. And this for fall, and this on blue eyes, divine. I almost don't want to use it because it's too pretty, but I'm gonna swatch it anyway on my hand so you guys can see. So that's the shade. It's matte. See the other one, that's the satin finish, and that's the matte shade. It's quite a bold shade. It's quite pigmented as well. And this cacao. And just gonna overline, and I'm not gonna come too high on the sides, just like so. I'm really focusing on the center of the lips, like that. I'm gonna smudge it because you don't want to have something too gray either. My mirror here. Oh, it's just, so it's matte, but it feels just so velvety on the lips. So it's obviously a darker shade, but it's not completely dark that you can't wear it. It feels so comfortable on the lips. That is so nice. Right, this is the final look. So it's clearly a fall autumn look. It's not necessarily for summer, unless it's more of an evening look for summertime. I think it might be the lipstick. I absolutely love the lipstick. I think it's a great shade. The formula is amazing. There's a lot of hydration. There's a lot of lip care into the lipstick. It's a really gorgeous shade. They are also very long lasting, which is really nice for a velvet lipstick that is not a liquid lipstick. I really love the new Dior formula for the lipstick. The eyeshadow, like, it's looking gorgeous. I love the results. The shades are really easy to work with. They're not patchy, they're not too dry, and I'm really surprised on how much there's no product that has been transferred under my eyes. That means the pigment has really just stick under my eye, my eyelid, and that's it. There has not been any transfer down. Amazing. Also, I have used my eyeshadow primer for Urban Decay, from Urban Decay, so always good to have. If you don't like sparkles and shiny and you prefer your eyeshadows to be matte, this is not the right collection for you, because on each of them, they are metallic-y, they are shimmery. You're gonna have that satin finish that really glitters and shimmer. Then it's not for you. However, if you like to play with different shades, you like to have that sort of texture, the shimmer, you're gonna love the collection. It's so easy to apply. They're non-drying. I love how it's just a blend of those different shades that really just complement each other. It's a gorgeous collection. I will upload different look with the 4 different eyeshadow palettes that we have. So this is Champs Elysees, but I will, before I say anything crazy, is it really Champs Elysees? I think it is. Yeah, Champs Elysees. But I will create other looks with the other palettes for you to see. And yeah, I'm really happy with the purchase. I think I'm happy. I'm equally happy that I've got the 4 limited edition as well, because I know I will use them, and the formula is amazing. And you can always mix these eyeshadow palettes with some more neutral shade or matte shade, so you don't have just some sparkle or satin finish ones. Yeah, let me know guys what you think. Let me know down below in the comments. I will put this in the description, every product that I have used today. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, please do so. It means the world to me. This is my full-time job for now. Let me know if there's any other products you would like me to review. And until then, I will see you next time. A big thanks for watching.